Hello and welcome to the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse 2008 Hong Kong Sevens. We've got a real festival of sport on the cards. 24 teams, 3 days of intense rugby action, all held here at the Hong Kong Stadium. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to be catching up with the England team as they prepare for that opening match. But first of all, let's take a look at this wonderful city. Hong Kong is a unique blend of Eastern and Western heritage. It offers an unrivalled experience of superb dining, spectacular harbour vistas and rural splendour. You'll find diversity and memorable contrast here at every turn, all within a single compact destination where most points can be reached within an hour. There's also some great shopping, as the England management team have been finding out.
Well, we're going to pick up some tailored shirts now. Found a nice little tailor that's managed to sell me a dozen shirts. I went in for one, and he's got me 12, but they're really good. They were tailor-made. And we'll have a little look around there, and then we'll just have a wander around the shopping centres. They're huge, and there's so many, and pretty much every designer that you can imagine is here, so it's a paradise. Oh, I like that.
The V at the back.
That's not work.
Got all the V.
That's going out.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
There's a polo shirt for meetings with the bosses.
I'll take it. Oh, no.
But it's not all been spend. The players have also been putting in the hours on the training pitch. Andy, not your first Hong Kong Sevens, but your first one as captain. You must be looking forward to it.
It's a fantastic opportunity to captain your country. You know, it's a real honour, and it's great to be back in Hong Kong, where we do feel like the home nation.
Yeah, what was so special about this particular tournament?
It is the crowd. The crowd. Well, the stadium's fantastic. We went on a stadium tour yesterday, walking through the tunnel, and for these boys, well, 10 of our squad, it was the first time they'd done it, and you could hear the gasps and is this really where we run out from? And it's just an imposing stadium made so friendly by the crowd here this week.
First game up tomorrow against Canada, a game that England really ought to win.
Yeah, ought to win. We've got to win it. We've got to win it big, really, because in this tournament, unlike the others, only the top team in the group's going to go through. So yeah, we're expecting a big win and to put a lot of points in. We played them before and we did win, but probably not as convincing as we should have done. But obviously, we've done a lot of training and a lot of video analysis on them, and fully prepared for it and geared up for it.
Yeah, I mean the preparation's gone really well. Obviously, you know, we were kind of brought together relatively late in comparison to the teams, but you know the preparation this week's gone really well. We've got every session has got better, and we've just had a good team run now, so hopefully we should go well.
I think we've got to be optimistic. We've got a blend of youth and experience, and people like Ben Gollings, you know, they've done it before. They've won the tournament, so we can learn a lot of him, and we've got pace to burn in the backs with these young guys coming through. So really looking forward to it.
As Kevin said, there's a real blend of youth and experience within this England squad. 5 of the team are from the under-20 Six Nations Grand Slam winning side. They include Jonathan Fisher and John Brake. I caught up with them both earlier on. I asked John Brake what he'd been told about Hong Kong.
Oh, I've heard that it's England's second home. I mean, behind Twickenham, this is where all the fans are. A lot of expats, thousands of them actually. We met a couple, had a lunch with them yesterday, and I'm just looking forward to playing in England shirt in front of that many people.
And how do you fancy the team's chances?
Oh, definitely, yeah. We got a good mixture of young players, a couple of old heads on us with Ben Gollings, Andy Vilk, our captain. I think we're growing. I think we got good chances.
First of all, John, it's your first time here. You must be really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am. No, it's massive, awesome place, and you wouldn't get the opportunity to come places like this unless, you know, with the stuff like Sevens. So no, it's fantastic. Yeah.
What have the rest of the lads who've been here before actually told you about Hong Kong?
Just that, you know, it's a massive stage, and you know, it's just like no other. And you know, obviously in the Premiership and stuff, you wouldn't play in front of like this many people. You know, 50,000 people. You know, it's an honour to play in front of that many people. And obviously, we are the home team here. Well, that's what they say anyway. So no, I'm just looking forward to it. And some of the boys have just said that, you know, the feeling that you can compare it to is being like 10 feet tall when you walk out there. So no, I'm just massively looking forward to that.
And it's that kind of confidence that England will need if they're going to progress in this tournament. First up, they play against Canada. Sri Lanka are also in their group, but the big challenge is going to come up against Samoa. They're the holders of the title. They won the final against Fiji last year. Win that, and England are almost guaranteed a place in the Cup on Sunday. Now, the people who make the atmosphere, as we've been hearing, are the fans. We've been catching up with them and asking them what makes Hong Kong so special.
It's pretty fun actually. It's got a pretty good nightlife, but obviously here for the rugby more than anything else. I think that's probably fair to say. But it's going to be a pretty good trip, I think.
It's fantastic. Somewhere my wife's always wanted to come, so a chance to combine coming here and watching the rugby. Couldn't pass it up really.
Well, obviously Hong Kong was the original Sevens, and over the years they've mastered it, and they give you a great time here. The place is fantastic. The bars, you know, the atmosphere, the people. Lots of good shopping, of course, and the rugby is very good.
And tomorrow we shall see just how good it is when fans from all corners of the globe come here to see one of the most exciting games in the world.